Yep. Having 2 rooms was less than 4 in a room. Isn't that interesting? Now, this is not the same for every cruise ship. Every ship is different because the cabins are different, the layouts, the occupancy. There's a lot of things you have to consider. Hey, I'm Brittany, I'm a travel agent, and I specialize in Royal Caribbean cruises. So we are talking about occupancy. And I get these questions a lot because someone comes to me and goes, I have a family of 3 and we cannot find any room for 3, but there's a lot of room for 4 guests. Why can't we just have one of those rooms? That's not how this works. With Royal Caribbean, it is all about the amount of people you put in a room, no matter how big or how small. So you cannot have a room with 2 adults and a baby in a 2-person room, because that's not 2 people, that's 3. No matter how old that baby is or how much space that baby does or does not take up, you still have to book a room for 3 if you have 3 people in that room. So work with a travel agent, work with someone who specializes in this cruise line. If you're looking to book Royal Caribbean, book with someone like me who specializes in these ships. I look at these layouts all day long, the deck plans, the occupancy, and I'm always finagling numbers. So something I would recommend is if you have a family of 5 and you're looking for connecting rooms, you might start off looking for a connecting room for 3 and 2. But if you can't find that, do 4 and 1. Does that make sense? Because sometimes you can find connecting rooms that are a 4 guest and 2 guests, but you can put 1 person in a 2 guest room because there's not really any 1-person rooms. So those are reasons why you work with a travel agent, because we do this stuff all day long and we figure out these ways to make it work. But once again, every ship is different and their occupancy rules are different in their rooms. So contact me. You can definitely play around with the website online, but when you're looking to actually book your trip, come to me and let me give you my expert opinion. Just today, a client transferred their reservation to me and said, hey, will you take a look at that room? Is that a good room for my family? And I reviewed that and I was like, you know what? That room is great. It's a huge room, but you're traveling with 2 adults and 2 grown children. Even though they're 21 years plus, they're young adults, but they're still full-grown people. I said, do they want to sleep in bunk beds that are made more for small people or children? And the mom was like, you know what? No, they're not. So we actually moved them to 2 connecting rooms. And even though that ultra spacious with large balcony room is really, really cool, I just don't know on a 7-night cruise if you would be happy with that. So I'm going to run through all those scenarios with you to make sure that you're making the right decision. So even if you've booked your room and you transfer it to me, I can still review your reservation and we can make changes on that, your room category, your room location, all that kind of stuff. And if there's a way we can upgrade you, if you start with an interior and by the time it's time for final payment, before then you decide, hey, I want to upgrade to a balcony, we can look into doing that. I can help you walk through that. So contact me. The link's in my bio. See you on the cruise ships.